Welcome back to Cheat. I'm Corey Rouse. We're deep into our special Final Fantasy X edition of Cheat. We've actually teamed up with Squaresoft to give you an inside scoop on how to get through the toughest parts of the game.
I've heard a lot of people kind of dislike Blitzball. My only advice is keep playing it until you win your first game.
The strategy to Blitzball is if you get the chance to recruit some good players. You have a chance after a certain point in the game to go around and actually recruit some players and figure out if they'll be the ones you want to have on your team. And then at that point, I think the best thing to do is try to get your team to level up and doing a lot of passes, just working on the fundamentals of the game.
Blitzball is really, really fun. Just sort of keep plugging away until you win your first game. You have all the motivation to better your team. The biggest thing about Blitzball is pretty much the big secret in Blitzball is that brother, the Albed, who's Riku's brother, who pilots the airship. Best player in the game. As soon as I won my first game, I couldn't get off of it. It was 60 games later, and I got the item. The reason I started playing Blitzball in the first place was to get the sigil for Wakka's ultimate weapon.
You know, believe it or not, you can actually, contrary to what you get in the storyline in the game, you can actually recruit Wakka, even though he says that he's going to retire and does retire. There's a point later on in the game where if you do get a chance to talk to him, you get to recruit him, and he's a good guy to have, of course.
Trust me, win your first game, you won't be able to get off of it.
Of course, things aren't nearly as hard in FF10 if you've got the right spells and weapons under your belt. The question is, just how to get the best toys for your heroes? Well, the answers lie within some of the more mind-bending puzzles hidden in the game. You've probably noticed when you've been leveling up your characters that all the best spells are hidden under those pesky level 4 locks on the sphere grid. Well, how can your life be complete without those delicious Ultima spells? And how do you get yourself a set of those rare little keys? Look no further than your handy-dandy cheat locksmith.
Ah, what a nice day for a jog through the grasslands of Spira. Not a care in the world, just you and nature and... a pair of really ugly monsters! I hate it when that happens. Okay, so it's a nice day for a fight against a pair of chimera brains in the grasslands of Spira. Let's get them, guys. Wait a second, though. Set the testosterone aside for this encounter. In this fight, you should use your brains, not brawn. In this instance, the brain is letting one of the ladies take center stage.
Take it. Leave us alone, okay?
You need to use Riku's bribe ability to pay off the chimera brains. There is a point to this tactic. If you bribe each of the creatures with 196,000 gil, they turn their snaky tails and run. We tried to figure out the exchange rate for 196,000 gil, but trust us, you're getting a bargain when you see the result. After Riku bribes both beasties, you win the battle. Your reward? A pair of level 4 key spheres, needed to unlock your character's most powerful spells and abilities on the sphere grid. You've unlocked a cheat. Bonus stage.
Overall, just to try to get through and play through the game well, it's important to really take care of your sphere grid. And what I mean by that is you'll get spheres in the game that allow you to level up your characters. With these spheres, and each time you level up, you can apply them to the sphere grid so that you can continue to level up your characters and get them to learn abilities and such. By doing that, and each time you get a new sphere, each time you level up and you continue to implement them into your sphere grid, your characters will pretty much be on par with the rest of the enemies throughout the game.
So you've got the Celestial Mirror and you're ready to start collecting your legendary weapons. There's just one little glitch. To use all the weapons' full powers, you're gonna have to get 2 power-up items for every character. And to get Lulu's, you're gonna have to dodge 200. Yes, 200 lightning bolts into Thunder Plains. Looks like it's time to ride the lightning.
Whoever said lightning never strikes the same place twice obviously hasn't played Final Fantasy X. As your quest leads you through an area known as the Thunder Plains, your characters will have to dodge a barrage of lightning bolts. Prizes are awarded for dodging the static discharges. One of the most challenging tasks in the game is dodging 200 consecutive lightning strikes. Why must you do this, you may ask? Well, if you don't, you can become a backup generator for a Las Vegas casino. Actually, it's the only way to obtain the Venus Sigil. You must have this item to obtain Lulu's legendary weapon later in the game. To dodge the lightning, press the X button when the screen flashes. This gives you a split second to dodge the bolt. The problem is random encounters with monsters make it impossible to dodge 200 strikes. To successfully accomplish this task, you must equip the No Encounters ability. This keeps the fiends away from you as you dodge the lightning. You need to obtain 30 units of the very rare Purifying Salt to equip this ability. As you try to avoid becoming a lightning rod, we recommend you hit pause and take a break every so often.
I really recommend taking at least a break every 10 or 15 minutes of doing that. And unfortunately, you can't just leave and save your game, because if you do that, you actually are resetting the entire side quest. You can actually hit pause, walk away, take a break, come back, and continue counting on from that point.
A little patience goes a long way in the Thunder Plains.
Now that you've built up a sweat trying to get Lulu's Venus Sigil, it's time for us to hit pause for a little break too. When we come back, we'll dive even deeper into Final Fantasy X. Get ready to master the Chocobo race, grab the passwords for the airship, and maybe even learn a few codes to make your cheating heart happy. Only on Cheat. Hey, will you go to prom with me? Oh no, you are so hairy.
Got a bad feeling.